has made another one. You already know the thing. So, next topic we're gonna get into, man like Gucci Mane, Pooh Shiesty, and all of that stuff that's been going on. So, as everyone knows, we're revisiting the topic. Pretty sure everyone's heard now. Pooh Shiesty's been arrested, along with Big 30 and a couple other men, for allegedly robbing Gucci Mane and making him sign contracts. So now, Gucci Mane's dropped a diss song, called Crash Dummy, getting at the people that robbed him, basically just saying what happened, allegedly, in the song now. So it's all mad. Apparently there's statements from Gucci, which is all mad. No one would have thought that Gucci Mane would have snitched, would have been on that type of timing. But it looks like, he's proved everyone wrong. So let's get straight into the video. Shout out to 1090 Jake.
So by now, everyone that's been tuned in should know that everyone involved has been denied bond and is being held by the feds. A picture of Big 30 on the jail yacht has already hit the internet, and Pooh Shiesty has hired a powerhouse of a legal team.
There is no contract, this mystery contract. They have no contract. They have no video of this alleged signing of a contract. They have no guns. They have no jewelry. They have none of that physical evidence. What they have is they have allegedly 5 individuals, one of them being a very well-known individual that is allegedly cooperating with the government and making these allegations against my client and many more.
So that's what we've been saying before. They haven't even got the evidence like that. It's just bare he say, she say. Literally. They've just got statements. They haven't even got video footage of the thing. They've just got pictures of the studio and apparently where it all happened. And we've been seeing like still shots of people leaving the building as well. Which, you can't really prove nothing from that. So it's all mad. For me, they're just going off of he say, she say. They're just going off of the statements. But like I said before, these are all corporate people. Like, these are business people now. They're not on the roads like that. They're not living like how they was 10, 20 years ago. So it's all mad, it's all different. But, is that an excuse to be talking all of this stuff in your music and then be going against everything you're saying? I don't know, innit? Let me know down in the comments below. Let's keep it going.
Now clearly his lawyer is sending shots at none other than the infamous Gooch, and I have new paperwork with some details y'all are gonna wanna see. But first and foremost, there are people out there spreading a narrative that Gucci said nothing. He was with an off-duty cop who was his security, and that's who snitched. No bitch, this is coming from one of the biggest Gucci fans since I was 15. Gucci snitched. According to the federal paperwork, he had 2 security officers, one of which stayed in the lobby of the building, the other staying in the vehicle, and neither of the 2 ever entering the recording studio. After Gucci was robbed and brought out of the booth and into the control room where everyone else was getting robbed, his security guard who was in the lobby saw Big 30 blocking the door. That's when both guards...
You know why this is all mad? Like, Fat Gucci would have never moved like this, Like, I swear down, Fat Gucci would have never moved like this. Like, this was the same man that was, when he was talking to the judge. And then the judge was like, something about you're guilty, or are you guilty? And he was like, bitch, I might be. Like, listen, Fat Gucci would have never went for this. Let's keep it going.
Attempted to push through the door only to see Pooh Shiesty's gang with more Drakes than that lookalike contest. So in reality, the security didn't actually witness any of the robbing or kidnapping. They just saw commotion at the end and guns drawn. But let's look at the finer details. I was able to obtain the incident report from the Dallas Police Department, which states they responded to a robbery in which suspect Pooh Shiesty had the complainant at gunpoint and took the complainant's property. The suspect description would say he was wearing black pants, a black shirt, and a black ski mask, while the victim was none other than Roderick Delantic Davis.
But like I said before in my previous video, he could have just been doing it. He could have just been doing all of this to protect his brand, innit? To obviously Pooh Shiesty signed to him. That's his artist. So he could have been doing all of this to, protect his millions and not make him get out of the contract. So who knows?
aka Gucci Mane. Now, the victim-suspect relationship would say they were acquainted, and the incident report would also name the 2 other victims with Gucci. Now again, everyone was saying, oh, they robbed the security who was a cop and that's who snitched. Shut the fuck up. MM in the federal paperwork is confirmed to be Matthew Marzal, Gucci's personal photographer, and BP is confirmed to be 46-year-old Brandon Putman. Now things get even more interesting here. BP is a private chef closely associated to Gucci Mane, as he can be seen not only wearing a 1017 chain, but sporting 1017 clothing as well as attending many events such as Gucci's birthday. But things go back way further than that. BP is one of Sun Valley's originals. Sun Valley being the old apartments located in Zone 6 on Atlanta's east side of Boulder Crest Road. A hood Gucci has famously rapped about for years, and the same hood OJ the Juice Man came up out of, which is why they'd all be pictured together. BP would be tagged in old photos of Gucci in the hood.
Okay, so now getting a bit more lore into the thing. So it looks like one of the people was there was one of Gucci's old school brethren. Okay, so one of his old school friends that obviously came up with him, now he's hired him, put him in position. He was there as well, and he's making a statement as well. So yeah, that's all mad. Now, was it a thing of Gucci telling him what to say, and then he's saying it? We don't know. You know, we're just going off of what we see in black and white. So let's keep it going.
Showing this wasn't just a personal chef, this was a very close friend of Gucci, possibly considered family. And in that same photo, BP would comment classic, to which someone replied, not one rat or coward among us. Well, BP would also make the news back in 2010 after Clayton County and Fulton County authorities seized over 300 pounds of marijuana valued at $1.7 million, while seizing almost $200,000 in cash, multiple vehicles, and a gun. So BP wasn't just anybody, he was a
real nigga, man, but you know.
But inside of that music...
So it was doing a thing a couple of years ago back in the day. Come on, man. It is what it is. That's what I'm saying, to be like living that life, to be rapping and talking that stuff, and then to be, you know, going against everything you're speaking on is a bit mad, literally. But let me know in the comments below how, you know, how you lot are feeling about this. Let's keep it going.
Recording studio, he'd get his chain snatched, his pockets ran, and BP would identify not 1, not 2, but 4 of the suspects by name and Instagram handles. Now let's talk about Gucci. The incident report would state the responding officer met with complainant 1, Roderick Davis, and the 2 other victims who stated they were robbed at gunpoint by 6 or 7 unknown suspects wearing black attire. So this is stating Gucci was one of 3 suspects who told police he was robbed. Now the actual statements have been redacted under Texas law, but police were told exactly what was taken by who. Gucci told officers he was robbed of $3,600 in cash, a blue and white Bulgari watch valued at $250,000, alleged to be the same watch gifted to him by his wife for his birthday, and his wedding ring worth $50K, while his earrings were worth another $250,000, meaning Gucci was robbed.
They even took the earrings out your ear, you know, listen. Diabolical, but man said, listen, your earrings are worth bread, so yeah, why not? Let's keep it going.
For a total of $553,600. BP got for his 1017 pendant worth $20K, and the cameraman got hit for his Rollies and Louis worth around $96,000 total. So in all, Shiesty is made off with over $600,000 worth of shit. Now, how would the police know exactly what was taken from Gucci? Because he told them. Y'all really think Gucci...
Yeah, of course they would have to tell them, because how else would they know? Especially if they didn't even find anything. So how you gonna know what's missing? That's what I'm saying, it's all mad. Let's keep it going.
Security was in a whole nother area of the building that didn't see shit, and he's gonna know exactly what got taken from Gucci and the exact value? Or do y'all think Gucci was standing there whispering to his security, telling him what to tell the police so he wouldn't be considered a rat? All in all, it's looking bad for everyone in this situation. Gucci told Pooh Shiesty them facing life, And crazily enough, none of the evidence has been recovered. No guns, no jewelry, nothing. On top of that, apparently nothing has been found on video. So this whole case is built on statements, meaning Gucci and his team will have to see this through and fully cooperate to get justice. Now again, this paper...
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. It's literally just he say, she say. It's just statements. It's just people talking. Just talking too much. So we're going to have to see how it plays out because, yeah, that's all mad.
Paperwork is aligning with the federal paperwork saying Gucci cooperated, and it's destroying the false narrative that people put out there of Gucci didn't say nothing, his off-duty security officer, police.
He even put it in a whole song, so we can't even say he didn't say nothing. He rapped about it. He's put it in a whole song. So he basically said everything.
Whatever is the one that said everything. I mean, it's complete bullshit. And the funny thing is, the people saying it, Gucci don't even know y'all. Y'all are just saying it because y'all can't believe it, because y'all don't want to accept it, because y'all been listening to Gucci for so goddamn long, it just hurts y'all's hearts. But the paperwork is the paperwork. Gucci identified Pooh Shiesty, told the police everything Pooh Shiesty was wearing, told the police everything that was taken off of him, and the value of what was taken. Now, like I said, at this point in time, no piece of evidence have been recovered. This case is entirely built on statements, but you don't actually need to recover anything to convict somebody. If somebody is willing to say you did something, that's enough to get you convicted. That was enough to get me convicted of armed assault with a firearm. Like that was my charge. There was no evidence. They never found the gun. They did a whole search warrant. They didn't find shit, but somebody went to a grand jury and said I pointed a gun at them and attempted to rob them. And that was enough for me to get charged, and I ended up pleading out in that case.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Shout out to 1090 Jake, literally. But like I was saying, it's all mad. They don't have much evidence on them. It's literally just he say, she say, and a couple pictures and a couple still shots. But then again, the ankle tag, but then his meeting was scheduled. Like, it's all mad. There's too much going on. There's too much going on. We're just going to have to see how it plays out in court. Literally. Pooh actually just came out of jail as well. Now he's gone back. Like, it's mad. But we're going to see how it plays out. We're going to follow this thing. We're going to keep it going. And yeah, that's about it from me. Let me know how you feel about the whole situation. Let me know your thoughts and whatnot in the comments below. I'm out. Thought so big it leave your marrow in a distance. Slapped it in Streatham and they heard it in Brixton. Big belly came for the cake, Mr. Kipling. Moving all this weight had me feeling like a king. I was born as a sufferer, scorned as a sufferer, hustle as a sufferer, troubled as a sufferer. I pray mommy never mourn for a sufferer. By any means soon shine as a prosperer. I was born as a sufferer, scorned as a sufferer, hustle as a sufferer, troubled as a sufferer. I pray